Hey guys, Infinite Bros, welcome. I just got back from the gym, so I thought I'd film a quick video because I get a lot of questions from guys who maybe have seen that couple of health podcasts I did with Sasha a while ago. And they ask things like, alright, so everything's poisonous and, everything will kill me. So what should I eat? Like, what should I actually do? Which is a fair question. So I thought I'd show you just like the kind of standard thing I do when I get back from the gym, my kind of health shakes. My general principle is this: try and have a window of as many hours as you can possibly take between your last meal in the evening and your first big meal the next day. That gives you kind of a little bit of an intermittent fasting thing going, and that is really useful. There's many studies that show that the longer you leave that window every so often, the more time your cells and your body in general has the chance to recuperate, and the time that you're not processing food all the time is time that you can actually go through and kind of trim away and pare away dead cells. So without those windows, if you're eating all the time, every day, constantly, 3 meals a day from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, there's no opportunity for your body to strip away dead cells and rejuvenate itself. What I do is on training days, I try and not eat, or eat very lightly, or just have, I tend to have something like a bulletproof coffee or some kind of tea in the morning. I actually make masala chai tea in the morning, and then that's it, that's all I have. Or you can have a herb tea, or also really good is just like mineral water, sparkling water of some kind. It kind of fills you up. Or you can have, there are some drinks out there, or some powders you can find which have BCCAs in them, branch chain amino acids, BCAAs, I'm sorry, branch chain amino acids, and there are various drinks which are sweetened naturally and are sparkling, that kind of fill you up and give your body something, but not too much, so you can still kind of extend that fast. So I have something like that in the morning, then leave it, go to the gym around noon, 1 in the afternoon, that kind of time, and do a proper workout, and then I have my first big meal on that day in the form of a shake, where I just get all the nutrition in that I possibly can in one go. And that may not be, there's some things to suggest both ways, that may not be necessarily the most effective strategy nutrition-wise, but it's part of my general feeling of like, I want to just pack everything into this one shake because it's really easy, it's really convenient, and I can have the shake and I can be getting back to work and doing stuff while I'm drinking the shake, and I know it's got loads and loads of really powerful stuff in it. So I'll show you what that shake is and why the various components are there, and copy it, try it, don't, totally fine. So the first thing is in here, in a nice glass blenders are always good. Instead of ice, this is a frozen banana. So I get bananas, and as they get sort of a little bit too ripe, I'm sure you often have bananas where you buy a whole bunch and then they start going a bit brown, and you're like, what can I do with these? And you end up throwing them out. So as bananas are going just a little bit overripe and mushy, peel them, I break them into half, put them in a freezer bag, stick them in the freezer. Really awesome. You can do all kinds of stuff with frozen bananas. You can actually just take them and blend them with almond milk and a bit of protein powder and make like a mousse. So with chocolate protein powder, for example, bananas, unsweetened almond milk, just literally blend that all together, and it makes with the right levels, the right consistency, makes a really nice banana chocolate mousse. Really simple. Impress your friends at parties. So yeah, instead of ice, frozen banana, bit of sugar post gym is alright. If you're looking to kind of lose weight, if you have blood sugar level issues, if you are going through like a big time detox and you're kind of trying to avoid sugar, fructose and sugar of all kinds, you can forget the banana, you can just use ice instead, that's totally fine. But that's the first thing. The main basis of the shake in terms of the protein is this. I've mentioned this before a few times. Sunwarrior Protein. It's vegan. It's absolutely fantastic. It's the only protein I know of that contains hemp protein, which is incredibly beneficial to you, but doesn't taste absolutely awful. Hemp protein on its own is so bitter that even I take a lot of disgusting tasting, healthy stuff all the time. I can't take hemp protein on its own. So it contains hemp protein along with pea protein, which is very good. And it's sweetened with just a little bit of stevia. Stevia is the only sweetener that you should accept in a protein powder. There's a lot of stuff out there that contains either aspartame. Aspartame is literally, this is not a joke, this is not an exaggeration, aspartame is the feces of genetically modified bacteria. That is a fact. And it was developed as a chemical warfare agent. That's a fact. Do not consume it in any quantities at any time for any reason, under any circumstances. It's poison. Sucralose isn't quite as bad as that, but a lot of studies have shown that it disrupts your natural gut bacteria levels. It kills off a lot of your natural gut bacteria, so avoid it if you can. Stevia, pretty much fine, as far as I know. Next powder I put in there is Moringa. Moringa's awesome. And I think actually this Moringa powder, it's kind of a green, minty kind of a thing. I bet if you like the kind of that tea latte, the matcha tea latte that's quite popular these days, you could add some of this in, and you barely even notice it's in there. It's kind of that same. It's almost like a matcha, just a bit more stronger tasting. Moringa has more iron, 3 times more iron than spinach does. So it's full of vitamins and minerals. It's got a lot of vitamin K in there. Very good for boosting energy. Very good. A lot of these things have specifically men's energy, men's sexual virility effect. Moringa is one of those. Absolutely fantastic. In general, I don't have it. I'm actually out. But I have a green superfood powder that I just whack in there. A really, really good one is by Dr. Schultz, who's epic. So Dr. Schultz is comes in a big yellow container called like some kind of super green powder. I think pretty sure that has Moringa in it anyway. Glutamine, another one that I put in there. Really, really good for getting that ripped and toned body. Bodybuilders use it a lot. It helps, 2 things. It helps get energy and nutrition into the cells. It also prevents muscle breakdown. So a lot of bodybuilders up their glutamine when they're doing a cutting phase so that they don't lose muscle mass when they're doing that. So really good to help get that lean physique look. This is a combined product. This is the brand is Terra Nova. I really like Terra Nova. I think they're really good. They don't put fillers, a lot of these really bad fillers in their products. So I get like their multivitamin and a lot of stuff I use because most brands put this thing called magnesium stearate in their products, and it's not there for any health reasons. It's there because it helps kind of lubricate the machines that produce the pills, and that's been shown. Most people are fine with it, but me, a lot of the stuff as well. It's helping with general immunity and helping the immune system. My immune system, for whatever reason, I still haven't really gotten to the bottom of it why, is not as good. It's more fragile than it really should be at age 32 for me, considering how well I eat. So yeah, magnesium stearate actually lowers the level of killer T cells that your body produces over time. It weakens your immune system. So for many years I was taking loads and loads of supplements, but I was getting sick all the time. And part of the reason was that I was taking loads and loads of supplements. All of them had magnesium stearate in. So every single one of those, the cumulative effect of that is I was suppressing my immune system by taking all of these supplements, which is kind of paradoxical. So this is Terra Nova, and it's a combined Cordyceps, Rhodiola, and Ginseng. So ginseng, again, very good for men's health, for virility, for sexual energy, for raising testosterone. Rhodiola is an adaptogenic herb. Rhodiola together with ashwagandha are both very good. For what they do is, adaptogens are really cool because what they do is, it's almost like a like a smart drug or something. It's actually going into it has the effect of balancing out your immune system and various functions and things like that. So if you're too this way, it pulls it down. If you're too this way, it pulls it up. It like knows. I don't know. So rhodiola is specifically for helping to manage stress levels. So it kind of helps you de-stress yourself. And I use rhodiola and ashwagandha together because I suffer from adrenal fatigue, which is when your adrenal glands produce too much cortisol in the evening and not enough in the morning. So you feel really tired in the morning and you feel kind of buzzy and awake, and you don't go to sleep. You keep flicking through Facebook at 3 in the morning. So if you do that, you may have adrenal fatigue, and rhodiola and ashwagandha are good things to add to your shake, your supplements. And cordyceps is really good for general immunity. I've done that one. Creatine, everybody knows this, helps get water and nutrients into the cells. Lots of bodybuilders use this, helps you get swole. And last couple, there's liposomal glutathione. Glutathione is the most important antioxidant in the body. All the other antioxidants like vitamin C require glutathione in order to function properly, and most people are deficient in it. What does liposomal mean? It just means that it's coated in something that makes sure that you don't destroy it on its way through your digestive tract. So it's kind of coated and saved, so it gets released at the right time, and you don't end up basically breaking it down and not absorbing it. So it makes the glutathione more bioavailable. And there's lots of other you can buy, liposomal vitamin C and liposomal other types of things as well. So liposomal glutathione, that smells, because it's like a sulfur-based thing, smells and tastes absolutely disgusting. That's another reason I wouldn't want to take this on its own. I whack it in the shake with a bunch of other flavors and you don't taste it. Collagen, if you're doing convict conditioning or any kind of calisthenics type workouts, then one of the things that you're targeting, as well as trying to build muscle, or maybe instead of trying to build muscle, is the connective tissue, inside the connective tissue and all of the tendons and stuff. Collagen helps build and strengthen the connective tissue, the tendons and stuff like that. And finally, colostrum. This is basically a milk powder taken from the first milking of a cow after birth. It's full of nutrition, full of nutrients, and it's a fantastic thing. But surprisingly cheap. Another way of basically getting all the benefits of raw milk without necessarily having to put raw milk in your shake. And I don't have it with me, but I whack that all in and add unsweetened almond milk. Look out, various brands are different. Some of them have very little almonds in them, so look for the almond milk that you can get, which has at least 7, 8, 10% actual almonds in there, and doesn't have full of fillers and weird stuff and artificial sweeteners and things like that. So just unsweetened almond milk is fine. Again, with the banana, that's all the sweetness you need. And if you want to add some extra flavor and make it more interesting, sometimes I whack in a little bit of vanilla extract and a little bit of cinnamon. Again, cinnamon is very good for managing glucose levels, blood glucose levels as well. So that helps with the fructose if you want to just manage the old sugar there. So that's it. I just whack it all in. Very easy. Lots of good stuff. And yeah, try it out after your next few workouts. See what you think. Comment below. Tell me if you have other ideas or if I'm wrong about something. And see you in the next one.